is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Hey, can you keep a secret?
Sure can.
Yeah.
My name's Bran, and don't tell anybody.
I won't.
But I love Hallmark love-you-ary movies.
Wedding Veil movies?
Those two.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, man.
What's up?
Hey,
What's
I
up,
have a
Squirt?
secret. I have a secret too.
All right, Squirt.
Okay. I like Hallmark love-you-ary movies.
What's your name, though?
Nope.
Can't tell you. Don't trust
Can't
you.
tell you. That's the other
Yeah, I
secret.
know that makes sense. Question out there.
Oh, hi.
How you guys doing?
Doing all right.
Doing okay?
You-
It's good to see
you're
you.
wacky.
Good to see you. Like you stick with that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like the Wedding Veil movies.
What's your name?
No, not today. I'm sorry. This is the Dr. Hallmark podcast.
yes. Hello, everybody.
Man, that was strange.
Just out of the gate hot there.
Good to be seen.
This is going to be a great episode.
Good to be seen
Good to
by
be
you today,
seen.
everybody. That's right.
All right.
You never get those guys at church who's like, hey, good to see you, man. It's good to be seen.
Good to be seen.
It's good to be seen.
Hardly working.
Am I right?
Better than I should be.
All the time.
Amen. Guys, I gotta tell you something. It feels good to be in the house of Deck the Hallmark tonight.
Wow.
Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Very excited today for a few reasons. First and most importantly, it is the last of the Wedding Veil movie. We've made it to the finish line, folks.
All of the mysteries are now unveiled.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got to be honest. This is going to go down as one of the greatest trilogies of all time.
I'd say.
All time.
Yep.
Right up there with
You know, Star Wars.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
Dark Knight trilogy.
Three Blind Mice.
Yep.
Back to the Future.
Yep.
Indiana Jones without the fourth one.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
Wedding Veil.
Wedding Veil.
All
up there.
those.
Carl.
So good. Cars trilogy.
Oh.
Tremors, don't forget Tremors. There's more than three, but three's where it really jumps the shark. There may be an actual shark in Tremors. I'm not sure. Tremors 3, who knows?
So wait, are you saying you like it from
Yes.
Tremors 3 onward?
No. I'm a purist when it comes to Tremors.
But
Give
do
me
you,
Kevin Bacon. Give me the bacon. He brings it home.
yeah, but do you
He brings
like
home the bacon.
He does. Monsters Underground. You got to check it out. It's great.
but do you
Cinema.
but do you like it when they jump the shark?
No.
You don't.
No, I'm a purist. I said it already.
Right. So do you like the third
I
one?
said what I said.
But do you like
I'm
the
not
third
doing
one?
this.
Hey, can I ask you a quick question, Wrigley, while you're here?
Sure.
Before you get all your, get your pants in a wad. How's the show booking going down there at Fitzy's? I know you've been you took over.
You know, we were a little bit of a dry spell. We had a Scarves Only band play. It was a set.
Scarves?
Scarves Only.
Yep.
Scarves.
What's hard about that word?
Nothing.
Scarves.
The hardest part is it's not an instrument.
That's right. Yeah, they're naked aside from scarves. They just wear scarves.
I don't like that.
Well, the Department of Health did frown upon it. The stage is in the kitchen, and that was it was weird.
I'm sorry.
It's kitchen adjacent. Fitzy's over there. He's flipping burgers, and the amplifier's right there on the flat top, beside the flat, not
You
on
guys
it.
serve food?
So yeah, Fitzy serves food.
Yeah.
No idea. I thought it was just a bar.
It's like
Do you
you've
even
never
go
been
to
there.
Fitzy's?
I try not to.
That's offensive.
Okay.
It's the only
You
place
don't
you'll
want
find
to
me
play
on a
human
Thursday
dogs on
night.
an empty stomach. I can tell you that right now.
All I'm saying is it's either in the kitchen or it's kitchen adjacent.
It's kitchen
you can't,
adjacent.
Okay. You can't say it's in the kitchen.
Well, there was some codes that were broken. I don't know about it. I thought Scarves Only would be a big hit. Apparently not.
So the band is... Are they a band?
Yeah, it's a band.
Okay.
Yep.
What do they play?
They all play their instruments with only scarves on.
Yeah.
He's having a hard time.
I don't understand it. It was
What
It was
type
good.
of music?
It's mostly Celtic.
Great. That's all that I wanted to know. Scarves. That's it.
That's it.
All right.
their merch table was very interesting.
I bet it was, man.
Couldn't buy a t-shirt.
Could you buy scarves?
Yes, you could.
Yeah, I thought you
So
might.
many scarves.
Thought that might be the case. I thought you could buy scarves.
You guys ready to dive into this one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Wedding veil legacy.
Legacy.
That's such a bold word.
It really is. It originally aired on February 19th, 2021, and it went a little something like this.
Don't even know the year or scarves only.
The movie kicks off
Poser.
with the big three hanging out in Maine. Tracy is telling her friends how dumb the veil is. She has a boyfriend, so she doesn't even need the veil. Except she does need the veil because her boyfriend decides to move to LA like a monster.
That
so,
guy.
so they break up. She's going to get the veil repaired because of a snag in it. She's running late. She gets to the, clothing shop, and she meets a smug fella named Nick who's over there getting his tux fitted and talking about football. Later, she's planning a party for the auction house that she works at, and she goes to a restaurant, loves the food so much, says, we want this guy's the cake.
Compliments to the chef.
You said it. Let's get the caterer. Let's get this sucker catered. The chef, it's Nick. It's awkward, but he agrees to do it reluctantly. He's trying to open a second restaurant, so this will really help. They end up hanging out more and, planning the dinner, making desserts, squirting some chocolate. Standard day stuff. The girls all come to New York for a girls' night. Tracy obviously takes them to Nick's restaurant, and they're like, the veil is working. They start to give her a hard time about it, and she just totally bails on her out-of-town friends. Says, can't do this anymore. See ya. Good luck on your flight. But she ends up apologizing to them, and is like, man, I might be into this guy. I don't know. He comes over for dinner. She cooks sloppy joes.
Sloppy Joe.
Sloppy Joe. He makes it better by adding some cumin.
Cumin. I learned.
Yes, you did.
I learned the correct way.
Yes.
I'm the footlook as a spelling bee guy. You gotta say when you're wrong, you're wrong.
When you're wrong, you're wrong.
It's
And then
cumin.
there's a sexy seasoning thing going on there where he's like, I think you need the cumin. It's up here. Yeah, he had to be there for it, but it was
So many
great.
spices up in this cabinet.
What is going on?
Where is it? Could be anywhere. Oh, there. It's way up high. It's a good thing I'm tall.
Garlic. Who has garlic on hand? Where do you keep your cumin? The heaviest used spice. All of this is happening while Tracy tries to find a home for a handwritten draft of the Statue of Liberty poem. She doesn't want it to go to auction because it could just go all willy-nilly. So she tries to find a donor that would place it in a museum. Nick loves the poem and her, and so joins her on the quest. They find a donor. Nick finally kisses her pretty dang big ones. And but she's like, I don't think I'm ready. But after talking to her mom and friends, she goes to tell Nick and that she's all in, and they kiss again. It's time for Tracy's wedding. Finally, thank God. And she figures out that Nick's family is Avicii's family.
It's unbelievable.
Right? They sold the veil to open the family restaurant. What?
Oh, unreal.
The wedding happens. She opens. She wears the veil. She wears the veil.
You got it. That's not a tough sentence or phrase.
She wears the veil.
She wears a veil.
She wears the veil.
She sells, wears a veil.
She wears the veil in Avicii. So she wears the veil. And then they kiss, and he surprises her with some earrings that she was admiring. Kevin McGarry shows up. Hey, I'm back from the Dunkin' Donuts. Good car and stuff. Turns out the earrings were Avicii's as well.
Unbelievable.
Wake me up. It's wild out there. They give the veil to Nick's grandma, says it's back with the veil. family now. And the girls decide to go back to San Francisco on their next trip to make it full circle, man. And that, my friends, was the Wedding Veil
Legacy. We did it. We did it. That sounded like we practiced it, and we just all knew. Legacy. Yeah.
Look at this wedding veil. If you don't, then you will fail. Avicii painted this. But where did the veil come from?
It's good. It's good stuff.
Really good.
Yeah.
It came from his lover.
Who is that?
The girl. Me.
Got it.
Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back here at Night On.
Mail time.
Guys, can I tell you guys, can I just let you know a few things?
Please.
Things that I find difficult in life.
Okay.
One,
Hot dogs.
hot dogs. What do you do with them? Do you cut them? You slit right down the middle? And two, finding a doctor. Finding a doctor that I could talk to about this type of stuff and can also, deal with all the other stuff. That's right. Finding a doctor's tough. I don't even know where to start anymore. And that's why ZocDoc is so fantastic. It's a free app that shows you doctors who are patient reviewed, take your insurance, and are available when you need them. I've tried ZocDoc. Wonderful time. Found out the right way to eat a hot dog. It was great. They did everything that I needed them to. It was a real good time. And it could not be easier. You just sign up. You choose a time slot that you want to do. You can either go see the doctor in person, do a video visit, whatever you want to do. But they help find the right doctor for you, whatever it is that you're needing, whether it's a specialty doctor or just general care physician. Every month, millions of people use ZocDoc. I'm one of them. It's my go-to whenever I need to find a doctor or
Hot dog.
hot dog. I'm sorry. Getting word they do not sell hot dogs.
They don't sell them?
Zoc dog.
They don't sell hot dogs, but they do help you find a doctor. So go to ZocDoc.com/Hallmark to download the ZocDoc app for free. Then start your search for top-rated doctor today. Many are available within 24 hours. That's ZocDoc.com/Hallmark. ZocDoc.com/Hallmark.
I missed them. I missed the ad
Yep.
reads. I did.
Yep, I did too.
Man.
Yeah. You and me both, pal.
How do you feel about that one? We're going to have to re-record that, or is that going to stay
We
in there?
hit all the talking points.
Okay.
So
And that's all you need.
if
Okay.
if
Hot dog.
hot dog. They said
Hot dog.
whatever you do, don't forget hot dog. ZocDoc. Find a doctor and a hot dog, ZocDoc. Guys, let's do this, shall we? Let's talk about this movie, the third Wedding Veil movie, the second in 2 weeks.
It is not wearing thin at all, I can tell you that.
So let's talk about it. Panda, you're the hot take king of Manhattan, I believe.
Yes.
This is new.
Yeah.
It is not Manhattan, New York, though.
Okay. Manhattan, Kansas.
Manhattan, Kansas.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Get you every
But still,
time.
that's not nothing.
It's not nothing.
Big deal.
It's not nothing.
Yeah.
So let's show the people of Manhattan what they've been cheering for today with a hot take. What you got, buddy?
Yeah. So, yeah. Vic Webster and Allison Sweeney are wonderful. I like them. This is
Good people.
Good people. Good actors, both of them. Good chemistry in this movie. They have the most compelling of the three relationships. And they bring that spark. They have heat throughout. Heat to spare. Steamy in the kitchen. That said, the plot of this movie is boring. I don't know where I rank it with the three. I've thought about this. I think last week's with Autumn Reeser is more interesting because of the location. But what it all boils down to at the end of the day is we are watching people bounce between an auction house and trying to sell a letter, a veil, a wedding veil, and a kitchen. So maybe that is actually more interesting, which is when I say it out loud makes you realize just what
how
we're dealing
awful-
with. This series stinks. This is a bad series.
You know what they did is they were like, we got Sweeney, Reeser, Chabert. Let's not rock the boat too much with this crazy idea. Let's stick them with the most boring plot line of all time.
I can't help but think this is such a wasted thing, and it's a wedding veil. Like I don't know, guys. Like so, yeah. Maybe this is the best of the three. This is maybe the best of the three because of the dynamic of the three friends. They have more screen time together, which is a little bit better, and that's great. Vic Webster crushes it as always. He's just
Love our boy Vic,
McSteamy.
man.
My goodness. And but so yeah, it's still a no. This movie's still not good. It's still a shame that this happened. But it's we're here, we did it, and it's over, and we're better
This
off.
movie
That's over.
is currently going to be in everyone's top 5
And that's crazy to me.
for the year because it's only
Yeah.
the 6th movie.
Yeah,
And that Jen Lilly stinker.
that is unbelievable.
All
Like
that-
I just
All
need,
3 of the Wedding Veil movies are in the top 5.
The first wedding veil and the Jen Lilly are. Oof.
Guys, I want to say this. One, it's the best for me of the Wedding Veil movies. It's not even really that close. I find Allison Sweeney and Vic to be 2 of the best that we have, and they're together, and I love that. So this movie
the
actually
Hulkster?
the Hulkster. That's right.
Yeah.
Vicster, Hulkster, Hulkamania running wild on you. I actually quite enjoyed this movie, even though I agree there wasn't a ton going on. It's an auction house party planning movie, but I really liked the 2 of them on screen together. So what didn't work for me at all? This movie, the 3 girls.
really.
So
I'm with you.
over it.
I'm with
and
you.
not only that, it is so either freaking do this or don't do it. Don't do this thing where you're like, hey, should we get Autumn Reeser on the phone? No, she wasn't available for this scene. Like, just freaking do it or don't do it, because it's jarring when you don't do it. When you get the 2 girls on screen and they're like, should we get the other girl? No, she's busy in class. Like, what are we even doing here? Either do it or don't do it. What was the point of it? If it's like sometimes they're not all going to be together, like it's just like, oh no, she couldn't make it today to what we're doing. It's so annoying to me. So divorcing all of that, what I have are 2 people that I really like, falling in love. So that works for me. Really like them. Wish the veil wasn't a part of it at all. The getting everything nice and tidy at the end was wild. But whatever. Give me Vic. I want Vicster and Allison in another movie. That's how much I like them
Yep,
together.
they're great.
So there you go.
Yeah, the 3, as much garbage as I gave the Ashley Williams, Kimberly Williams, Paisley sister swap movies, when those 2 are on screen together, it's magic.
No doubt.
When these 3 women are on screen together, at this point in the movie, I like all 3 of them individually. It just doesn't do anything for me. It just kind of falls flat and isn't good. It is the best of the 3. That is not saying anything, but the reason for me it's the best of the 3 has little to do with the chemistry, although it's good. It's the fact that this is the first movie I felt like that wasn't incessant veil talk. This was the first one that I felt like wasn't just about like, we got to solve the mystery of this veil and let's take it to 6 shops and 5 museums. And
Yeah, they just do
put
it all
under.
at the end.
It's just a thing that they throw in at the end of the movie and they mention a couple times, and that made it bearable by wedding veil movie standards. It's a terrible movie. Sweeney's good. Webster's good. We don't talk about veils for 83 minutes. And so by that standard alone, it's better than the others.
talk about veils for 83 minutes.
What's the original
I'm
movie?
working on it. We don't talk about Bruno.
Oh, Bruno, that didn't say anything like it.
We don't talk about veils. No. I'm still working on the idea.
Talk about veils. No.
I'm still working on the.
We don't talk about veils.
We were in Italy.
Could I get the machine to work?
I met Paolo. He was following me everywhere. All right, sorry, that's enough.
But we'll keep working. On
Yeah,
that. I think there's something.
Have you
there.
ever heard the song?
Once?
Okay,
One time.
Yeah,
That's
you're
the
missing
haven't
out,
seen
my
the
friend.
movie.
Oh, I've seen the movie 24 times. That would be a minimum. I've heard the soundtrack 1,000. Yeah, so it's not good, not a good movie, but the fact that we don't have to talk about Veils the whole movie long does help me a good deal.
Love it.
And I would probably have it like in the mid. Like, I can't. It's better than the Butler's movie. That movie was bad. What else we got?
This
Is
might
this
be the
two?
top. Is this the top?
Is this one? Is this the best movie of the year so far?
This is why 2022 has been an extremely
Yeah.
long
What
year
else
already.
was there?
Jen Lilly,
Yeah.
Butler's, 3 Wedding Veils, and there's one other movie. What's the other movie? Somebody in the chat hit it up.
Crocodile Dundee?
It was a Crocodile Dundee joint.
Yep.
Yeah, I
That's
thought
it.
it might have been.
Not one of his better ones, though.
No, I wouldn't say so. Let's get to all the feels. Part of the show we talk about what in this movie gave us feels. Panda?
Yeah. So I got feels when he's going for the spices. And he's just. I mean, it's just.
Hey, let me help you find that cumin.
Let me help you find that cumin. I
in
mean,
here
it was
somewhere,
just.
I know it.
It was sultry. If I had to go with a follow-up one that didn't necessarily give me kind of normal, feels and romantic feels, is they broke up like adults in this, which
Yeah.
I appreciate. They have an honest to God
almost too easy.
conversation. Yeah,
A year and a half relationship, and they're like,
they're just, yeah, man,
hug it out.
Let's hug it out. It just doesn't.
It was the Brennan
Don't
Elliott
Forget I Love You.
perfect pairing.
Yeah, that's number one.
What's
I guess.
Don't Forget I Love You?
It's the same movie, different, just used a different title, right?
Is that what that was? No.
Don't Forget I Love You. What's
Don't
that?
Forget
movie?
I Love You. Is that the Jen Lilly movie?
Yes. Is it Love at First? I don't know, man.
No, the Jen Lilly movie is Where Your Heart Belongs.
It's
And then there was the
Don't
Wedding
Forget
Veil.
I Love You is got to be perfect pairing because
Perfect Pairing is January 18th. Is when we put
So
that
don't
episode.
forget I love you. I
What is
remember.
Don't
that
Forget I
movie?
Love You is January 25th.
Just hit me with a cast member.
Oh,
Emilia Ullerup.
yeah.
Where she has to go on that adventure with all
Oh,
the.
that was a good one, I think.
I mean, I
So
guess
good we
it's-
forgot it.
It's that one or this one. That's how bad these movies are.
Is perfect pairing number one?
Perfect
Yeah,
pairing
Perfect
is probably
Pairing's number
one.
One.
And then
Don't forget I love you.
and then this is 3.
3. Actually, I
I
think
probably
I
have this one ahead of
at
Don't Forget I
2.
Love You.
Yep.
I'd have to remember what Don't Forget I Love You
Boy,
was.
they're all really battling it out, aren't
Yeah,
they?
bad movies. Just a bunch of bad ones.
Yeah, they kind of broke up. Going back to it, broke up like adults. There you go.
We did it.
Yeah, the spice. I mean, I'm the king of spice. That's what people call me.
They do
And
call you
so-
that.
The Spice King.
I'm the spice
Yeah,
king.
yeah, yeah.
And so the spice scene just.
Oh my gosh.
Gosh, so good. And boy, it was a good kiss. Good kiss.
Yes.
Good kiss.
What's wild about that Spice scene is Victor Webster already has a voice that's a lower register, like, so the voice down, I'm Victor Webster. And then for that scene, he drops it again into this almost this whisper, but this gruff whisper. So, I mean, he's doing it over there. My feels was the fact that if they had just made one Wedding Veil movie, the fact that the wedding veil gets returned at the end would be a good ending. Now, the fact that it's 3 and we just go to every Italian seamstress in town and we go to every museum in town in the first one, and then they tack this on at the end made my eyes roll. But the idea of this like matriarch of this family, knowing that her mom sold this veil, sold stuff away and then getting it returned, I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea for a story.
Yeah.
Not a, 4-hour epic by Hallmark. I don't want that, but I think it's a good idea for a story. So my feels were missed opportunity there.
Let's take a quick break. We'll come back with the way what's. And,
yes, please.
You want to try Zoc Doc again or what?
oh, gosh, if only. I contractually can't. $73 people, huh?
73. It's unreal. I can't believe they fit them all in there.
That's unreal.
Oh, we're back. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Deck the Hallmark, the part of the show, the program where we talk about Hallmark. We have 4 segments, and we're halfway through those segments, and right now we're getting ready to set up the Wait
that's
What
good.
segment. Part of the show, we're talking about what this movie made us go, wait, what? And I'm going to pass it over to my friend Panda, who's been crushing it today. Panda, what what's do you have, pal?
I gotta be honest with you, man. Not as many as you would think, or nearly as many as you hope for.
I didn't have many. I kept thinking, man, am I not paying attention? Like,
I was locked in. The problem is, it's just not a ton. There's a few. First of all, and this, I think they're low quality. This is low shelf. Wait, what? Can I say that?
Low
up front?
shelf, yeah.
If we were grading
Bottom
it, D-Heg
shelf.
was grading it.
yeah,
I would be a C rating.
C rating.
Wow. I'm telling you, I'm just prefacing it. But first of all, when she's on the trampoline,
Guy goes in and orders a beer. You believe it? Sorry,
Really?
Go ahead.
No way.
No. Go ahead.
She's on the trampoline for the first time. She's in full work attire as she's jumping very vigorously on the trampoline. We actually own a mini trampoline. And
For your kid, or are you doing this at home?
we have a big boy, like adult mini trampoline.
And
It was
there's
my
been-
wife got it for.
and there's been-
Adult mini trampoline.
Yeah.
Explain that to me.
Okay, so it's a small trampoline, but it has the weight capacity. It can do a full adult, like
It can
250,
hold
260,
adult. I got you. Okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
But small
And
boy. It's
there's
small
never
boy.
been a single video like that you've sent to the
Do
boys.
you use it
like,
regularly? Are you
Like, we talk every
I don't
day.
personally, because I get wobbly legs on it. It's like getting
how
my sea
how
legs.
have we never heard this before?
Sometimes I feel like you keep the best things to yourself.
Like you got to lead with that, man. We got a little adult trampoline.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and the few times I've been on it, can I stop? Let me stop real quick. You have to assemble it. And
boy, you
so
gotta
you
get
have
the
to do
tension
full
just right.
tension.
Yeah.
That was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. It was brutal. It will really get the old hand gripping. I actually tore off some skin right on the top because my hand got stuck in the little bands and everything. And so the first time I had to step on it, I've never been more scared in my life because I was like, if this thing goes down and I didn't tie it right, it's
Yep.
gonna hurt.
Yep.
What's crazy is we talk every day, man, and like all that we've been getting lately is just using pictures of people in a tree.
That's right.
And being
But
like,
that
what's
is a
up with
great-
this
Yeah,
family,
that's
huh?
not nearly as important as
I want video of you on a
as-
trampoline.
I've had
adult
this
trampoline.
trampoline for like a year. I tell you what, I'll jump on it tonight.
I love it.
I will do a full jump.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Will you
have it
post
at
it on the
home.
Double Decker group?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic.
BramblejamPlus.com.
I mean, come on.
Double Deck tier.
How can you not
I'll be wearing my
join?
Scars outfit.
What now? Now it not only got weird, but now I'm just sick to my stomach, and I don't even know.
Yeah,
Don't let them shame you. Don't let them shame you,
I'm
Panda.
sick to my stomach too. That's what we'll call it. Yeah.
You go for it. You go for broke.
Tracy, are you
What?
into me?
Huh?
Hey, if Trace hasn't hit on you, then you're just not a member of Deck the Hallmark.
That's true. Very all valid.
Yeah.
All valid. So here's the deal. Second thing. Sorry, I lost my. Who's on First Routine? Is that like not well known?
It's the most famous comedy sketch of all time.
Of all time. And he said, I didn't know you knew the.
I can't believe that you two are an American adult. I can't believe you two breathe air in America.
I sat there and I paused it. I sat there. I was like, maybe it is obscure. It can't
Panda,
be.
if
Who's on first?
Yeah, I don't know. Third base. If you Panda, I know, right? It's crazy.
You know that?
It's unbelievable. If you know an Abbott and Costello baseball routine, then I think that should tell you everything you need to know about the situation.
I know nothing about sports, and I know that bit. That's still that's a real who's on first, but it's just known.
It's-
Like we say it in every day. My students know that bit.
Yes.
Everywhere. It's who's on. It's just
I can't imagine.
Wild.
90% of Americans have to be like, yeah, who's on first? Of course, the comedy thing.
yeah. That was wild. At the very end, when he goes for the last big kiss in the restaurant, and it sounds as if there's an auditorium full of people clapping. Like, I mean, it sounds like there's a lot, and there's maybe 10 people in that room, but man, the acoustics in that
big clappers.
big
Didn't know we were
clappers,
just clapping
big
for
clappers.
people kissing nowadays. But you know, it's a good time to be alive.
Thank you.
Are you good?
Yeah, that's it.
Guys, I think, the first movie, I let it go. Second movie, I let it go. Third movie, guys, we got to talk about the way these movies are beginning with this weird 90s sitcom title sequence with the three of them like smiling and like arms are folded looking at the camera. What is this?
I like it.
What is this, and why are we doing it?
Well, lets me know I'm watching a Wedding Bell movie.
Thank God.
Hey, is the wedding bill on already?
Nothing else. Nothing else would have given it away. At the beginning of this movie, they're together and they all take a picture and they go, say lobsters, and they smile and they say lobsters. And then Allison Sweeney goes, that made me hungry. We are in Maine. Want to get lobster? Why? Why else would... Guys, Hallmark, we're not dumb. Like, if someone says 3, 2, 1 lobster, they sure as HE-double-L hockey sticks better be in Maine. Because if not, that's a weird thing to say. You didn't need to let us know. We figured it out.
Everybody
with the 3, 2,
2, 1 Lone Star. Man, isn't Pennsylvania great? What are we doing right now?
Yeah.
What is going on? 3, 2, 1 lobster.
3, 2, 1.
Well, we are in Maine. Checks notes. That's great. I can't believe I didn't catch that.
3, 2, 1 lobster.
That's a choice there.
that
That's a
is
top
wonderful.
shelf weight what right
Thank
there.
you.
That is top
Thank
shelf.
you, guys.
Grade A. D-Hex said it.
Now, they're all together at dinner as well. And Autumn Reeser decides now's the time to test out my French, correct?
Yeah, Italian.
Italian. Yeah, that's it. And she tells the person this is what we want, comes back. And there was a misunderstanding. They think that it's Allison's birthday. And all I'm thinking is that's the most convenient mistake possible when ordering food. So many things could have gone wrong. Instead, they just think it's your birthday.
Free cake out of the deal.
Hey, can chefs just stop working? Because he does a lot.
I wrote down, does this guy ever actually cook food? Does he actually
I don't know if he does.
In there?
And they do this whole thing where she's like, I didn't know you were capable of not working. Like, he hasn't worked all movie. But the time in particular that was jarring is when he's actually at work. They're all there. He sits down, has a full conversation. He's like, well, I guess I better get back to work now.
You have not been working at all.
Who's been doing the thing?
He doesn't work at all. He never cooks anything unless he's in Allison Sweeney's apartment grabbing some cumin off the top shelf.
Oh my gosh.
That's it.
That's exactly right.
But when he cooks, he makes it count.
Oh, he makes it count.
My last one is they're at a thing and she's talking to him about the poem, and he's sharing how important that poem is to him. And she's like, you just gave me a great idea. Cut to the next day, and they pick up that conversation in the morning.
I'll tell you about it tomorrow.
I have a great idea. Don't ask me any follow-ups. Don't ask me any follow-ups. I'll tell you when I'm good and ready. Leave me alone now.
Sheesh.
I'll tell you tomorrow if you're lucky. I just found that to be a good time. Dan?
So Allison Sweeney wants to make it known to everyone that she is from New York. She is as New Yorker as it gets.
Yeah, she
Vic
is.
Webster's Italian as it gets. But everyone in their lives has committed to not doing an accent aside from Victor Webster's mom. She is giving a full Italian accent. But his grandma, who's supposedly the matriarch, no Italian accent at all. It's weird that the mom has decided to give one and no one else in this movie has decided to do it. Sweeney talks about how much she loves the Yankees. She's in there like, yeah, the Giants over the Jets. And then she does this bit where she goes, by the way, go Dolphins. And she walks out. And Webster's like, hey, what's going on here with the Dolphins? What is she doing? Why does she like the Dolphins? She just said she's from New York and she said the Giants. I'm a Dolphins fan. How does saying go Dolphins there do anything?
So I think what she was doing there was she said she knew what side the guy was on.
Yep.
So she said, I'm a Giants fan
Yes.
to get seen.
Correct.
And then in the end, she's so annoyed by by Victor that she said, I'm actually going to say who I'm.
So she's revealing as a hardened New Yorker
So
she's a
either
Dolphins fan.
that she's been in New York her whole life and a huge Yankees fan, and she's just secretly a Dolphins fan?
or she knows that the Dolphins Jets rivalry, and she's saying that to get
the
under
Dolphins Jets rivalry
that people
Stop
care
talking.
about.
right now.
That would really get under Vic's skin.
Oh my gosh.
I think she's a Dolphins fan.
I do want to be clear. The LA Symphony offered their head trumpet spot to a guy on an audition on the spot.
On the spot.
On the spot, they did that. The LA Symphony, which I've even heard of, heard this guy play trumpet and was so blown away. They're like, we cannot let you leave the room without giving you an official offer for this job. I can't imagine that happening in good conscience. My biggest one is, how much money could Victor Webster possibly have? This guy is worried about how much swivel chairs cost at his new restaurant, then turned around and purchased antique blue sapphire earrings that are
Massive.
this big,
Yep.
huge. It's one or the other, Victor. Like, it can't be both. The amount of money he's spending is crazy. And then I guess, lastly, I was a little taken aback by how quickly Allison Sweeney turns on her friends that have come all the way into
Very
New York
true.
to visit her.
Crazy.
Lacey is in where? Boston? That's whatever. Quick. Autumn Reeser's in Italy. Or maybe she's in Chicago. One or the other.
Yes.
Chicago. They both come into town to New York, and they're spending one night together, and they're joking about how, hey, Vic's into you, the veil's working, and she's smiling and laughing, and she goes from smiling and laughing to this quote. They're like, oh, I think you need to start maybe going out with him. And she says, actually what I need is some space. And she just storms off. It's like, this is fun, gals. Thanks for coming in. You know what I really could use? Some space, you babe. Like, just running off on him. That was quick.
It was
That was a quick turn for her.
I will say I did enjoy the back and forth right after that because she whistles for the cab, and then Autumn's like, man, she's really good at that.
They're not even mad that she's mad.
No, and Lacey's like, she really is New York. That whole thing was funny to me. So kudos to whoever wrote that. Made me giggle. Made me giggle while watching it. You guys ready for the What the Hallmark? It's part of the show. What commitment? Maybe having some clarity questions we still have. Panda?
I guess I'm still confused, and I need somebody to walk me through the Veil story from beginning to end. I'm talking the story of the Veil. Does anyone actually know just how this whole
So
thing is pieced together?
Avicii fell in love with the
It's
pimp.
Amici. We say Avicii, but it's Amici.
I understand.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Why give it up now?
Okay, sorry.
Avicii is
He
in
wanted
love.
to know the real version.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Avicii was in love with a girl.
Yeah.
Right.
That girl was wearing that veil.
Yeah.
Right.
She then sold that veil to get money so that she could start a family restaurant.
But no.
It's early. It's early.
Early
Didn't they say early 19th century, early 1800s?
But what happened to there's a hidden child?
The mom sold the veil. The grandma's mom sold the veil, not the woman that was wearing it in the painting.
Okay, well, somebody at some point sold the veil to start the restaurant.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
that veil, I don't know how the veil.
They discovered.
But what about the secret child? There's a secret child that we learned about in Italy.
Guilty.
Hello, secret child on the line. What's your name, secret child?
I never tell.
If you had to, though, for us, could you? This is an exclusive.
Peter.
PETA? Like the Hunger Games PETA?
Oh, like Peter.
Like Peter? Are you doing a Boston accent like McGarry?
No, like Peter.
Like a pita bread or
Yeah,
like
like
Peter
pita bread.
Pumpkin Eater?
Like Peter bread.
Okay.
I don't like Hunger Games. I think it's unethical.
Yeah, I think we all probably think it's unethical.
Well, even just a movie getting made for entertainment. Can we talk about for a second what we've been doing to ourselves as humans? Sitting down in front of a screen, watching children kill each other for sport, just so that we can say, at least we're not that bad.
Thank you, Shy Child.
Right,
Shy Secret Kid. Shy Child. I said
Shy child. I like Shy Child.
Yeah, no. Not so much.
You'll never find me.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it.
But
All I know is this: is that they find the painting and the veil in the dusty old claptrap.
Right.
What they found the veil down there too, or they find the painting.
They found the painting.
They buy the veil at an antique store.
Right.
They find the painting. Then in Italy, they realize that the seamstress, that it's a family that owned the veil initially.
Right.
that's
that was
Paolo's family.
Paolo's family, and then they realized that Victor Webster's grandmother's mom is the one that sold it to start the restaurant, and then they return it back to them.
Did we ever find out how the veil made it to San Francisco or no?
Yeah.
I mean, like
the lady who was Shy Child's
Yes.
no.
mom, maybe the Shy Child came across and with the veil.
It was definitely.
This is what I'm saying. Like, it
was
a
PETA.
convoluted.
Ernie Delisanti III has pitched in here and says Amici had an affair with the Contessa.
Right.
The barefoot Contessa.
Right. No.
She's older than you think she is. The baby went to the chambermaid with the veil. Victor Webster's great grandma, when she came over, was the granddaughter of the chambermaid. She sold the veil to start the restaurant. Thank you, Ernie Dillison.
Yep. That's what I was like. Okay, that's helpful. Perfect.
did it. Mm-hmm.
There you go.
So the secret baby is not
That secret.
still alive.
No.
Like a pop
Who
secret?
did we talk to?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Peter.
You got. I think he's just. PETA is a guy that is on a soapbox and trying to create some activist change for causes that no one cares about.
Yeah.
I think that is. And if he.
All I'm trying to say is After Earth wasn't that bad.
Okay. Now we've gotten out of hand. You want to say the Hunger Games shouldn't have been made for ethical purposes? Fine. You want to defend After Earth as a film? No, not on this program, not on any.
The way everyone
Hang
turned
up,
on
Trace.
Jaden, the way that everybody turned on Jaden was not nice.
I actually am closer to the Shy Child than you think. I think The Happening's not bad.
Dude,
That's
I have been
look,
defending The Happening
no.
for years.
All right, you're both wrong, but that is
Why are
a-
you
that
eyeing
is-
my lemon drink?
It's terrifying to think of the spores coming to kill
The
you.
air is gonna. It's still better than After Earth, though. I think we can all agree on that.
Continue.
Go ahead, Bram.
Did you guys know about this? That the son of Will Smith,
Jaden Smith.
Trey
Yeah.
Trey Smith once went to Into the Woods, Eldrick Woods.
No, that's not Trey.
What
is
does Trey do?
it? He did something.
He did
with
something.
Trey. What is it? It's something with Trey.
It's not for anybody else though.
But he knows the Will.
Here's
Smith
what I want to know. So
Man, that was a great bit. from
Vixter
7 years ago.
Vixter is getting paid to do this job, right? To get to
Yes.
do the gig. And his sister is like, good news. We can use this money to buy swivel chairs.
Yep.
So what I want to know is how much are these swivel chairs? How much
Especially
did
since he just bought giant antique blue.
well,
sapphire.
sure.
Yeah.
But how much was he getting paid? How much more were the swivel chairs than the regular stools? These are all things that I want to know.
Yeah.
Like, is it worth it? Is it worth it to use the money that you made, or could he do something else with it? But swivel chairs seem to make her excited, so good for her. Just want to know the price situation there.
It's a terrible what the Hallmark.
What?
Anyway,
What?
you want to know the price of something? That's what
No,
you
no,
want.
no.
You want top shelf. You want top shelf.
Top
you
shelf,
want
wait,
bottom
what?
shelf.
You couldn't even find that on the bottom shelf.
No.
in the what the Hallmark.
What I'm
That's true.
saying
Bargain
is
bin.
how okay.
That's it. That's at Otto's. What is
No,
that?
this is
Oslo's?
what I'm
What is
saying.
that place called?
Can you don't find this interesting?
Ollie's. That's what it's called.
Okay. You have
That's
a different place.
Different place altogether.
Hey, my name's Oslo. I'm selling half of a chicken that I ate last night. You can buy it on discount.
Oslo, you're selling half of a chicken that you ate already?
Yeah. I couldn't finish the whole thing. It's too much. It was
Are you selling the half
rotisserie.
you've not eaten?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a better way to say that.
Absolutely.
Go
I'm
ahead.
also selling the half I ate too.
All right, that's different.
You can buy that cheaper. All right, I'm out.
Good. Thanks, Oslo.
all I'm saying is you have base level stool.
Yeah.
He then gets a job. How much is he getting? Basically, my question is how much is that
How
job
much is
worth?
that job worth?
Because is it man, these swivel chairs are really, really expensive. Now we can finally do it. Or did he not get paid that much? Because how much more expensive can swivel stools be?
You never know.
That's my wonder.
Great. Now that you cleared it up, still sucks. All right. Mine is
And you want to know what? I'm with PETA. Hunger Games.
so mine is somewhat serious. The Emma Lazarus poem on the Statue of Liberty is a very famous poem. I would love to know if someone found an original draft or an alternative draft that Emma Lazarus hand wrote. I would love to know what a museum, like if a museum would want that, because I would like to see it. I don't think I'd go to a museum to see it, but in New York, where that stuff's really famous,
Somebody would, right?
you would think that somebody would want it.
I would have to think that the Vixter says that was worth $1 million. I would imagine it has to be worth more than $1 million,
but
right?
my thing is not the value of it. My thing is that it seemed like it was a lot of work to get this thing to a place that it would be shown in prominence. And I feel like it would make news if we unearthed another version of the Emma Lazarus poem. That's a very famous poem.
Yeah.
I just want to know. Like, I would love to talk to an actual museum curator who would like give me that information. So it's a serious what the Hallmark.
Yeah.
So
That was good.
Penis, yeah. What questions do you have?
I have no question for you.
I have a
Peter.
couple.
I'm a museum curator.
Are you really?
Really?
Yes.
What's the rarest thing you've ever found?
Hunger Games.
Yep.
Volume 1.
You did it. It's on you. at
First
this point.
edition?
Yeah.
First edition.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah. You put it out at your
No,
I didn't
burned
think
it.
So. Yep, thought so. Yeah.
Ethical quandary.
Ethical quandary. And you made your decision.
Darn tootin'.
Darn tootin', for sure. Yeah.
I'd burn them all.
No.
I
getting a
spend
little
my
weird.
I spend my days going to every bookstore, eBay, etc., buying every copy of the Hunger Games, and I burn them.
Are there a lot of bookstores that have copies of the Hunger Games, the
What?
movie? Because you said it was a movie problem.
I have a problem with the book too,
Okay, got it.
Nimrod.
So you're a book burner, is
I'm
what
a
you
book
are.
burner.
Yeah.
You
I don't
burn all
know
the
if we
books?
can have this guy on anymore.
What's the problem with book burning if it's an ethical quandary?
Do you burn every book that has an ethical quandary in it?
My biggest hang up is with the Hunger Games. I feel like I've made that clear. God bless.
Okay.
It's time for the Double Decker of the Week. Part of the show, we talk about what somebody's up to. That's signed up for Brindle Gem Plus.
Yeah.
It's a double decker. That's how we categorize them.
That's right.
Panda does the deep dive. He uses Google Plus, not that Google Plus, a different Google Plus. Panda, Dan, who do we have today? for Panda?
Stacy Overholt.
Yeah, Stacy.
Stacy Overholt.
Yeah, Overholt. Am I right? You're just crushing. You think you'd be Overholt by now, but nope. It's just coming back stronger than ever.
Regroup. You got this.
Nope. I'm going to stay on.
You got it, buddy.
She has a podcast that I think you guys are going to really appreciate. She goes around and she profiles. I would say profiles. That's the right word.
Profiles.
Profiles.
Yeah.
Children who are a little bit quieter but artistic with dough, and it's called Quiet Kiddos.
Okay. I'm sorry, they're quiet and artistic with
Dough.
So they're.
Quiet Kiddos.
quiet.
What does quiet have to do with anything?
Well, they're quiet, but sometimes kids like to express-
Kiddos?
Yeah, I know the kiddos part, but why do they have to be like?
Why wouldn't they be quiet? Dan?
They could be anything.
Well, these are quiet kiddos. I think you clearly have not listened to the podcast.
No, I haven't.
It's a
Listen.
It'll make a lot-
podcast?
It's a podcast.
with children that are silent or very quiet, working with dough. Who is listening?
Oh, I listen every week.
Do you really? It's a weekly boy.
Oh, every week.
How long is it?
3 hours.
Oh, it's like the Joe Rogan, not that Joe.
Oh,
Rogan.
it's phenomenal. It's really good.
Joe Rogan, not that Joe Rogan.
Welcome back to the Joe Rogan Show. Not that one. I'm Rick Dilby with my co-host Joe Rogan. Joe, how you doing, buddy?
Doing great. How's it going, man?
Snipers, yes or no?
Sorry?
Snipers,
Can you use it in a sentence?
you can.
Snipers.
That's a good sentence. Yeah,
Thank you.
I
Yes.
like it. Great.
Joe Rogan. So what's the show? What's the format?
Long form.
It's a-
Question and answer.
with quiet
children.
children about dough.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's fascinating.
It's a quiet kiddo with Stacy.
Hi, I'm Stacy. I'm here with my new little friend Ralph.
Hey, everybody, it's Ralph.
Hey, what you got there, Ralph?
Oh, well, I got a pretzel, but it's not been cooked yet.
Oh, are we gonna cook it today?
I needed it myself. You could say that I need a pretzel. My mom told me to tell a joke. It would loosen me up some.
Now, Ralph, people tend to think that kiddos would be little kids, but you're actually 17. Is that correct?
I am, yes.
Okay,
I
good.
got my learner's permit last week.
Hey guys, hey, it's me, it's
Davey?
Yeah, it's Davey. That's what I was going to say. It's Davey. I just want to say I heard that you said the thing about the pretzel.
Yeah.
And I didn't see you make a pretzel.
I made one, Davey.
Well, I didn't see you make it.
I made it.
Well, I just don't know why you would come on this show and lie.
Ralph, are you not? Did you not make?
You didn't make any
I
pretzels.
made the pretzel.
Didn't prove it.
I have a video over here.
Well,
Let's go ahead and
pull
play
it
the
up
video.
then.
Let's go ahead and play the clip.
I stand corrected.
No, that was good. Glad we cleared that up.
Yeah, I gotta go now. I gotta talk to my mom.
Have a good job, Neaton.
I'm 23.
So that's 3 hours because what we just heard. How long was that clip? Because it felt like an eternity.
Yeah. For those of you at home, so that was Robert. So Ralph.
Yeah.
Ralph made a pretzel, and then Davey came in and he questioned.
Yep.
And then we had
Then
video.
we have video,
Yep.
but it's an
No, we shortened the video for time.
But they were just watching the video.
Yeah.
Like there's no audio of the video.
Right.
Which is once
It's
again
just like-
for a podcast, it's difficult to carry any momentum there.
I don't know. I could see why you would think that, but I just it's nice. It's nice. It's pleasant.
We'll be back next time with some more When Calls the Heart and Signed and Sealed Delivered. So much more to do this week. Until then, maybe we're the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Deck the Hallmark's a Bramble Jam podcast. It's presented by Philo TV. It's produced by Brandon Gray and recorded live in, Greenville, South Carolina. Set decor is by Plum at Haywood Mall. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on Bramble Jam Podcast Network, you can go to bramblejampodcast.com.